Good morning, happy Halloween. Today, of course, is Halloween, October 31st, 2024. And we have yesterday, it was, we broke the previous day's high. Then we closed pretty bearish at the low of the range, and then we had earnings that overnight caused this drop, and you can see that we bounced to the tick at the previous week's low. And as I was saying in the mornings, no, this is a poor low, a weak low. Because it's right to the tick to a previous reference, so we're likely gonna attempt to retest it and clean it up and put some excess to the downside. Doesn't necessarily have to happen, but it's a high probability scenario. Now, which is the issue here is that we also have another high probability scenario, which is because we have 100% short inventory from yesterday's close, that we move to repair some of that, to correct some of that short inventory. So this could be one of those things that we do both. We gotta see which one happens first, right? So if we first take this low, then we can look for a reversal and then correct the inventory. If we correct it first, then we could see a reversal throughout the whole range, take this low, and then move into this high volume area, 57.85, which is, this is an area that we were trading at a few weeks ago. You can see this is a balance area, so it's an area where we had acceptance for a long time, and so we're testing it again for the second time, right? So we broke above it, traded above it, accepted prices above, tested it and rejected it, and now we're testing it again. So we have to see, are we able to accept back inside this area, or are we going back into where value is, right? We have elections, we have end of the year, which is usually bullish. So there's you can make a case for both scenarios. So just keep that in mind, and don't be attached to one side or the other one, right? So more like an if this happens, then this should happen, right? And overnight we have a double distribution, so I'm gonna be looking at this area as my area of either long above this 58.20 to 24 area and short below it. So as long as we hold below this low volume area, this area that separates these two distributions, we're gonna look for longs above it, shorts below it. And then if for some reason we're able to accept inside yesterday's value, which right now is at 58.57. So if we're able to accept above it, then we're gonna I'm gonna be looking for a move that, I know it seems a little crazy because we are right now at 58.14. That would be almost 100-point move, right? Back to 58.82. Not 100, but anyway, from these lows, it's a pretty big move. So, but that's a possibility too if we go back and accept here. So, because if you can imagine that, whoever shorted up here and then shorted throughout the session yesterday and then got short at the overnight and then got more short. You know, all these shorts, if they don't get their move at the open, they're gonna have to start covering their short positions, and you know, eventually, if you know, there's gonna be shorts sitting here waiting to short this this move, and if we, you know, accept above it, then they're probably gonna get squeezed, and this could cause a little bit of a chain reaction. You have M period high, N period high, L period, J period, all, you know, there's gonna be stops here, here, so that's a lot of you know, we were one time framing down in this the later part of the session, so we could have that scenario. Okay, so I think that's about it for ES. NQ, hold on one second. Okay, NQ, it's, you can see that we have a nice, almost, I mean, it's nice. It's not perfect, but it's a nice distribution. We have a high volume node here, right at where we're at right now, and then, but the 20-day point of control is here at 490. So that's the magnet, and that's also where the overnight high is. So same kind of scenario, looking to see if we can close the gap, correct some of the inventory, and then attempt to accept inside yesterday's value. Otherwise, this is not a weak low on NQ, but if ES wants to go and repair that, then it's gonna drag NQ also. So watching both today, see what happens. And today we have Apple earnings, and who else is reporting today? Amazon, Intel, Apple. So that's, you know, big earnings today. So we might have another one of those weird price action day, waiting for the earnings, etc. Okay, so crude oil still moving back up. I'm still holding my long. Let me see where I have my target. So I'm looking for this 70 point of control. So today, you know, the way volume is, you know, where we've been accepting. So we had this 2-day balance. We broke above it. Now we're back into this. This will be kind of like a transition area, right? But holding above this high, the overnight high, the 69.30. To me, we're gonna go here at 69.85 and then 70.05. That's the ultimate target. And then, you know, here we are probably gonna see some sellers here, but if we are able to get above it and hold it, then gonna be looking for another attempt to come back into this area, the 70. All right, gold is pulling back now. So we have to see if this area at 27.72 holds. If it doesn't hold, we get back below at 27.70. Then first target is 27.74, and then here we have a little bit of support, which to me it's a little weak, and it could break easily, and we can get to that 27.54. But if we bounce in this area, it's 27.72, then I'm gonna be looking for a move back to 27.90, which is the 5-day point of control. All right, that's about it for today. Oh, and tomorrow we have NFP. So, and unemployment rate. So we still have some news. But starting November, it's gonna be lots of end of the month and beginning of the month flows. So watch out for that, and that's about it. Good luck.